What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I wanted to showcase some Toucannon in the Jungle Cup. This Pokemon is such a funny Pokemon, because as you can see, it's got no coverage whatsoever. It's a mono-flying type attacker. But saying in this meta, there's really not a lot of things that resist flying type damage. That doesn't matter all that much. Peck is an amazing fast move, Drill Peck is a great bait move, and Beak Blast is an acrobatics clone, which is a very good move, but it also has a guaranteed attack drop. It is such a strong move, and Toucannon is such a fun Pokemon to use. I'm excited to see what it can do. But real quick, before we do get into the battles, I want to ask if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what Toucannon can do. Alright, first opponent of the day, Shadow Bug-Bite Fortress into Shadow Gyarados. Alright, I do kind of wish here that I had access to Volt Switch, but, maybe they think I do. Maybe they switch out. No, they stay in. Oh, it's on Waterfall. That's kind of scary, actually. How much damage do I take here from an Aqua Tail? Probably a little bit too much. I think, honestly, I'm going to shield this up, because I do want to survive long enough to force him to throw a second move into us, and I can get a debuff here, which should be able to make it so I survive the waterfall damage a little bit better. They're at 6, so they're 2 after that first Aqua Tail, and I guess they're only 1 away from the next, right? Two. Alright. Man, this is actually, like, the worst lead I think I could have seen here. It's like, what do I bring in right now? I guess I bring in the Toucannon, and maybe I go for, like, a shield and farm down? Do I shield? I mean, it's a Shadow Aqua Tail, but it's debuffed. I'm gonna let it go. Oh, it's a Twister. I guess that makes more sense. It is a little bit more raw damage. But, like, now I can Beak Blast something and hope that Shadow Quagsire in the back puts in some work. They bring in a Licky Licky. Alright. Licky Licky is a cool Pokemon, but Beak Blast is a cool move. So surely this one-shots them. It does a lot, but not quite a one-shot. They're throwing energy into us. Huh. I'm kind of worried about this. I know it's a debuffed Shadow Ball, but maybe they just have fast move pressure in the backline. I'm hoping for a Ufisk. It's not a Ufisk. It's just a non-Shadow Bug-Bite Fortress here. That is unfortunate. Maybe I should have shielded the Shadow Ball, but then, I mean, I wouldn't have shields for the Fortress. I don't know if that would have mattered. We'll see what we can do here, though. Maybe I can survive and get a Stone Edge off. If I get a Stone Edge off against this thing, then maybe somehow I can farm down the Licky Licky. Although that's going to be really down to the wire if that's possible. I get the Stone Edge, but I am so low on HP right now. If I survived that Bug Bite and I can switch out to Toucannon, that would be huge. I do survive it. I can swap. But, like, Licky Licky's still alive, right? I think I get 3 Pecks potentially into them. Yeah, but that's not going to be enough. I'm so close, but so far to the move. No! And yeah, we just get rollouted down. And they have the Body Slam anyway. Honestly, a pretty close game, given how bad that was for us, but just barely not enough damage in the back. Alright, next opponent. Hopefully no more Waterfall Gyarados. That's actually a cool pick, but not something that I really want to see again. That is something I'm very fine seeing a lot of today. We see the Cradilly. Well, they likely switch out, right? Into their own Fortress. Alright. Well, that's what Toucannon's for. Bug Bite resists are pretty nice in this meta. And, I mean, I get a Beak Blast. Well, I will eventually. I guess we'll have to shield this. The thing I don't love about this matchup is they could bait us with, like, Sand Tomb, technically. Although I don't know how much that really helps them. I should probably Beak Blast immediately, but I don't think that's going to debuff the... or, like, decrease the Bug Bite damage, that is. We'll go here for the instant throw. Well, not instant throw, but we'll throw the move, I guess. And we'll try to farm down. We have a lot of energy here, so if that Cradilly does come back in, likely they take a Beak Blast plus maybe a Drill Peck. I know I'm debuffed, but it's still a Beak Blast. It's still a Toucannon. It's going to hurt quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, the next move might even knock him out. We'll go for an attempt at a CMP, but they actually overfarm, likely realizing that they wouldn't win that CMP anyway. But I think if they let this through, there's no way they're getting another move off this game. Oh, they shield. I guess that's an option. I'm kind of surprised they throw energy. I figure if you're going to shield that move up, you might as well farm down. I think they could have. But now, I mean, I have a shield. I mean, they have a shield too, right? But they have a really low HP Fortress. And we have a Water Gun Shadow Quagsire in the backline for the Shadow Charizard. I mean, that was pretty RPS against them, not going to lie. But also, that was just textbook Toucannon gameplay. All right, next opponent. we'll see Shadow Fortress into Lantern. Okay. Likely on Water Gun in this meta, right? But the best thing about this is, if I get this Pokemon out of here, then potentially my Toucannon in the backline is going to be a lot more free. I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb here as well. You might be wondering why I wouldn't go for the Sand Tomb. The main reason being, while it is super effective, it's still not the best move in the game, and I'd rather go for the attack drop, honestly, because I'm not going to play out anything other than the zeros here with my Fortress. I'm honestly a little bit tempted to switch into my Toucannon right now. So tempted, in fact, that I'm going to do it, despite the fact they just shielded that. Wait, these water guns still hurt. I thought I'd be taking a lot less damage than this. With that said, I think we're still in a pretty good spot. I have a lot of energy. They're going to be in range of a Beak Blast knocking them out in just a second here. And they can't really switch out of this matchup, because I have so much energy here, right? Alright. We're at the Beak Blast, almost at back-to-back here. Toucannon is taking so much water gun damage. Maybe I overestimated the Toucan. I might have to double shield. I hope I don't have to. I hope I can just farm down. Oh, they get DRE. Of course they do. I do have a lot of energy, but I would have loved a lot of energy and a shield left over. That is a little tragic, but, I mean, we're still going to have some play this game. We have a lot of energy here, right? Malamar comes in? Okay. Well, I'll go for a Beak Blast, not only to get a lot of damage, but also potentially a debuff off into them. And if they no-shield this, they almost get one shot, so that's cool. Togekiss in the back. This game's going to be interesting, because at least I get this off into them. If they let this go, I think I win this game. If they shield, then it would be a little bit dicey, because I don't think an Aqua Tail would do enough damage here. But I'm on Water Gun, which means I actually have fast move pressure into this. Malamar's just going to get bug bitten down. I think despite how bad this was looking a second ago, I think we're still going to win. Yeah, almost, like, there's no way I don't. Even if Malamar comes back in here and gets a move off, they're too low. They're not going to get another move off into my Fortress. They can never farm us down, even. We just win. Somehow we just win. Okay, and not even somehow. I had full faith in the Toucan. It's just too good. Nice. Dude, wait, Toucannon? Did you guys see that? Even though they got DRE against us, Toucannon, absolute menace. And we got our next opponent here. Shadow Fortress into... I guess regular Fortress, okay. Are they on Volt Switch? Or are they on Bug Bite? They are on Bug Bite, so pretty neutral lead matchup here. And, I mean, Bug Bites, they hurt back and forth, but what I want to do, if I can, is I would love to win CMP. That is, like, the most skilled play I could go for. Win CMP, do more damage to them than they're going to do to us. And then we should be in a pretty good spot. Do we CMP them? We do, nice. And I think at this point, I'm actually just going to switch out. I don't want to stay in this matchup. I can save a lot of my Fortress around for the backline, and I can use my Toucannon and build an energy lead here. Although they attempt to do a similar thing where they bring in a Shadow Quillfish, actually. 5. I mean, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to play out the 2-shield matchup and try my best to get shields completely down this game. Once shields are down, then I have so much play here potentially with my Quagsire. They're at 8, so they have another Aqua Tail now. But Beak Blast, not only would it knock them out, the main reason I'm going for this is because it also debuffs them. Makes it so I take a little bit less damage. Alright, shield this up for sure. I want to get that final shield, or I want to get a knockout here. Because I'd have to shield either my Toucannon... Oh, they Ice Beam? Kind of surprised by that. I think an Aqua Tail might have knocked us out anyway, despite the debuff, but I guess forcing an Ice Beam is also pretty nice. Do they shield? They do. Wow. Alright, well, we'll just catch the Aqua Tail then. I think that means they're a little bit scared of our Toucannon. So if I keep it around, it should put in a lot of work this game. Alright. Ooh, that's not what I thought would be in the back. 6. That's a lot of energy to get. But I mean, what are they going to throw into us? They're at 7 right now. So they have access to a Dazzling Gleam, but potentially just 2 Size Shocks coming through in just a second. Yeah. 8, 9. So the next one. 1. Okay. If I could switch here, that would be big. And just save this energy. I can't switch just yet, but I think I'll be able to. Okay. I thought I'd be able to outpace here. I guess I was off by 1 in my counts. That's not great. We'll see what we can do still. I think the bug bites might just get us, though. And I think I don't win CMP. Wait, did I win CMP? I guess I do win CMP. But the bug bites, I think the bug bites just knock us out at this point. That's so sad. If I got that drill peck off, then I would have had an Aqua Tail for the Fortress, and I think that would have won us the game. Maybe they don't bring in the right Pokemon for some reason? Does this knock out, though? Maybe this doesn't knock out. It's a regular Fortress. I don't know if we have the damage here that we need. Oh, no. Even though they almost gave us the win, they still got it, because I guess we don't have the damage in the back line. That was so close. I just needed to get a little bit more energy on my Toucannon. All right, well, next game, hopefully we win this one. I think I had a couple ways to win that last game, and I just fumbled it so very much. You see a Furt on the lead. Likely in this meta, you're running Brick Break, so I don't really wall them as much as I would if they were on Trailblaze, but even still, my Bug Bites do so much damage, right? And if they Brick Break us, I can always clear that debuff. Our backline doesn't necessarily love seeing Furt as well, so I'm fine seeing it here. All right, Rock Tomb, do we get a shield, or do they just let this go? I would love to see a shield, I think. A shield would be amazing. They do let it go, okay. I don't quite get the farm down, which I don't necessarily love. If I could have got that farm down, I would have been able to probably reach another Sand Tomb against something this game, but now Brick Break doesn't quite knock us out. I'm actually going to switch here. I want to get an energy lead on my Toucannon, because if I get energy lead here, I can probably outpace something in the back line. Alright. Well, this isn't amazing necessarily, but at the very least, I should be able to get to 2 Drill Pecks against them. And if I get shields down, then maybe I can have some play with my Quagsire. Alright. We're at 8 right now. I think I go for a Beak Blast here, because they're not going to want to CMP us. But now I can guarantee the debuff into them, which should mean that my Quagsire takes a little bit less damage. But maybe they let this go too. They could, I guess. But they do shield. Well, that's not good. That's also not good. We try to go for the catch, and it does not quite work out. Man, if I got that catch off, I actually think I might win this game. Really nice overfarm by them, though. We're gonna lose that CMP to him. That is unfortunate. I feel like there's a chance we could have won this one as well. We keep on coming up so close. But just at the end, a little bit too far. Honestly, switch advantage in the backline would have been huge. If I could have won switch, that game would have been over for them. A 2-3 set. You know, that's not even Toucannon's fault. I think that's my fault. We could have won that game. We just chose not to. All right, next game. Let's try to get a better set this time. I feel like that first set was a learning experience, and this set's going to be where I just start popping off. Shadow Quagsire in the lead. Not a bad lead matchup, but it could be a little bit awkward depending on if they Stone Edge us ever. But these Bug Bites do so much damage, right? That's what I love about Shadow Fortress, is even in matchups that you wouldn't necessarily think would be good, you can still have a lot of play. This could be a Stone Edge, I guess, but likely it's just an Aqua Tail. Yeah. And I'm actually going to go for a Rock Tomb here, which might not be the best idea, because by Rock Tombing, I don't debuff their defense stat, but I don't really think I need to. I think I'd rather try to survive their attack here. Oh, wow, they really overfarm, and that's going to work out for them. I'm going to let this go again. Maybe I should play for Switch, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get the energy lead on my Toucannon. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, they come in Shadow Piloswine here, and luckily, by doing that, I can bring in my Shadow Quagsire, and hopefully be in a good spot. I was a little bit slow on the counter switch, which I don't necessarily love, but I think that we're still in a good spot with my water gun damage. 10. Okay. Do they shield this, or at this point, are they fine just hoping that whatever's in the back line closes it out against us here? They do shield. Interesting. I mean, I don't want to shield this. I think that Toucannon needs a shield still left over to win this game. Have a chance at winning, rather. And I do survive that, which is kind of cool. I hope they don't instantly bring in their Pokemon so I can swap out here. They do instantly bring in the Licky Licky, however. Oh, no. The Licky Licky. Might just be too much to overcome for our Toucannon. The backline was so good into our Toucannon. But maybe there's still a chance here. I don't know. We'll try to go for the Beak Blast to debuff them. It doesn't quite one-shot them from this range, though. And they can clear their debuff, too, if they want to, which, I mean, they probably do. Yeah, super, super smart play there. And they just instantly do it, too, to get as much non-debuff damage into us as possible. Dang it, man. It's not Toucannon's fault, I swear. Toucannon is such a cool Pokemon. We just keep on getting opponents here that do not want to give Toucannon a chance. Oh, man. I don't even know if a Beak Blast knocks out from that range, though, but it would have been so close. Toucannon is going to win this next one, I believe. Shadow Fortress into Shadow Bomb of Snow. Unlosable. I don't see a way to lose this game. I think that there's not a chance that there's anything in the backline that could be, like, even remotely bad for us. I don't like seeing Gyarados. Why is this here? But, I mean, I think this is so fine. I actually really like how this is playing out. I got a CMP on Aquatail, and while Aquatail is going to chip us down quite a bit, Abomasnow always is still going to need energy to knock out a Fortress here. And if I get an energy lead on my Toucannon, it's not like they can bring in Abomasnow into our Flying type. So we'll just bring it in here, and I guess we'll just try to build up some energy and see what they want to do. They throw an alignment. All right. I'm going to no-shield the first, maybe shield the second and farm down. I don't hate that idea, as long as I survive long enough to do it. I should, yeah. They throw an alignment again, so I get another full sneak. I need to watch out for a swap out by them right now. Yep, makes sense. I don't know if 2 Powder Snows knock us out here. I really hope they don't, but if they do, that's a little scary. I get a shield. Please survive. Toucannon, you're the best. Like, honestly, if anyone has me, Toucannon has me. We just have to, like, really believe in this Pokemon. And that's all it takes. This just one-shots easily. Gyarados likely comes back in here. Oh, it doesn't. It's actually going to be their own Quagsire, but it's on Mud Shot rather than Water Gun, so a lot less fast move pressure into us. Although a little bit quicker to generate energy. CMP, it looks like. But as long as I land this Aquatail, I think I can farm everything else down, even just with Bug Bites this game. Alright, they're at 8, so they have back-to-back Aquatails. But they need 3 Aquatails from this range to knock us out. I bet what they do, though, is they likely go for 2 Aquatails and swap into Gyarados. That would be a good play on their part, I think. Alright, well, I just let this go. I should be able to switch out now into my Fortress and hopefully farm them all the way down. And then win. Oh, they get DRE. Okay, this game could be dicier than I'd like if they get another move off with that Gyarados. A lot of DRE happening against us today. But that's fine, that's fine. We planned for this. We just bug bite through everything. Oh yeah, Gyarados is actually so much lower than I remembered. It doesn't matter. We just get the win. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Shadow Fortress up against Shadow Scizor. Alright, well, Battle of the Steel Bugs. I would imagine despite the resisted damage here, Bug Bite's still going to add up a lot. Okay, this is Fury Cutter, actually. Okay. These Fury Cutters are adding up against us, too. That's crazy. Well, let's just switch out here. I have a pretty hard answer to Clodsire, I will say. 8. Alright. Right now, they are at an Earthquake here. They're 7 away from their next one, though. So I should be able to come in here and go for 2 Aquatails against them before the second Earthquake lands. Six. Yeah, I'd have to CMP. But I could go for it. They could also Stone Edge us here, but honestly, I would be fine if they went for that. I think I just survive a Stone Edge, though, if they throw it now. And by doing this, I get a full farm now, and I get an Aquatail for the backline. I think we're actually in a better spot by them throwing this. Yeah, we have an Aquatail ready to go. What's going to come in? I mean, fair, I guess. The Peck Altaria. Alright. What do we want to do? I think, honestly, I'm going to swap into my Toucannon. Because I'm in a pretty good spot here. 7. Alright, they're going to throw the Sky Attack into us. I will shield this up, because I think Toucannon is still pretty valuable this game. So, let's see what they do. I survive whatever they throw here, unless it's an Iron Head, I guess? I'm willing to take that risk, though. Yeah, just an X-Scissor. Easy live. We have a Drill Peck ready to go. We're pretty close to our next one as well. And we have a lot of energy on our Fortress. They should be close to Rock Tomb range on that Altaria. And they are energy dry there, too. We just get the move off first. That should be game over at this point. There's no move that this thing can throw into my fortress that does basically any damage into us. They let that go. That's game over. We have the Rock Tomb ready. They're completely energy dry. And this should put them into Bug Bite down range if they let it go, which I think their one win con here is hoping that I Sand Tomb bait. Well, they shield anyway. So, I mean, yeah, we'll play it out, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to outpace us here. Heck is the same energy generation as Dragon Breath. The only difference is it's a 2-turn move, and I guess it's a flying type attack as well. But it's the same exact pacing, so it's still going to take like another 7 Hex to get their next move off. Yeah, okay, nice. GG's. Okay, next opponent. We will see Shadow Fortress, Spiritomb. All right. I think I like this as the Shadow Fortress just because I do so much fast move pressure before they can get a debuff off into us. Although, with that said, looks like it's not still a slam dunk of a matchup. Likely they go for a Rock Tomb here. Maybe I should no-shield this, honestly. But I don't, because I am scared. I'm actually going to go for a Sand Tomb here, which might be a crazy play, but I think if they shield this up, I get my next one off, and if they no-shield, I farm down before they get their second move through. Yeah, I think that's a play. Alright, we see a Corviknight come in. How do I want to play this out? I guess I'll bring in Quagsire. I have Water Gun. It's going to actually add up over time. Alright, so they have a Spiritomb, they have a Corviknight. What is the third going to be? They need to double payback us at least to knock us out, which is pretty nice. That's only an Air Cutter. I'm always going to no-shield this. And now I can go for back-to-back Aqua Tails. I might try to go for a catch at some point if they want to, but like their catch is not available just yet. Alright. Aqua Tail comes through. Do we get a shield? I would be very surprised if we did, but honestly, I'd be pretty happy if they did too. They do let it go. And in the back is a Quillfish. Alright. This is gonna be an interesting game, because obviously here they probably don't want to shield this, but they actually do. Okay. Well, I think I have to call an Aqua Tail bait. They do Aqua Tail bait us. And now I have to call a catch. Nice, and we call the catch. Now we have back-to-back Drill Pecks. Okay, well, we had to make 2 really hard calls there to win this one. Luckily, Toucannon is just the best Pokemon in the game, and we make those calls. What a match. GG's. Okay, next opponent. Shadow Fortress into... Who runs Obstagoon in this meta? I'm fine with this, but like, who runs Obstagoon? That's crazy. Who stays in the lead against Shadow Fortress with an Obstagoon lead? What the heck? Well, I've already done 70% of their HP with fast move pressure. They're not getting a second move off against us, so likely they switch out now. Just a Night Slash. We survived that. And we have so much energy out of this matchup. Almost back-to-back Sand Tombs here. What are they doing? What do they have in the back line? They bring in a Wigglytuff? Wait, what? This is their answer to Fortress? I get 2 Rock Tombs off here, right? I should. Before they charm us down? And they're gonna have to shield one. It's like triple normal then, right? Almost certainly. What is happening? They're at 5, so I mean, they do have a Swift loaded, but they have to shield this. Okay. I'm fine just getting the Bug Bite damage, honestly. I don't know why Bug Bite does that much to a resisted Pokemon, but I'll take it. They're double debuffed. I'm always going to take whatever move this is. And there's no way that Toucannon doesn't have play in the backline. There's no way it doesn't. The Icy Wind, I guess I get debuffed here, but... Well, okay. There is one way Toucannon doesn't have play in the backline. I think we found the one, like, possible way that Toucannon doesn't have play in the backline. Am I crazy to think this is not over, though? Because, like, I don't know, if I land a Stone Edge here, that's gonna hurt. And maybe put them into Drill Peck range. Yeah, they do let that go. I mean, I get this move off. Either they shield this or they don't. And if they no shield, maybe I peck down? They shield. I guess I just win then. I just get to back-to-back moves here. That's all I need to do. Back-to-back moves, and then I win. I can peck them into drill peck range. Let's not even take this damage. I do not want to take a charm. And they're at a Swift right now too, right? Like, I think they went for a couple of charms, so they're either, like, at the Swift after that charm, or, like, they're one away. I can't let that happen. No way. No way we're letting that happen. Spark Lantern's not winning today. We have the Drill Peck loaded. Whether or not this knocks out is still up for debate, but I also still have my Shadow Quagsire with some water gun damage, just in case I do get knocked out here. I'm just going to go for the Drill Peck, play it safe, and, I mean, we'll see if this knocks out. It does. Toucannon. We were not worried. We saw the Spark Lantern, of all things. Might have had a little bit of a panic attack there, but we clutched it out somehow. All right. That's a 4-1. That's much more like it. We had a 2-3, I believe, in the first set. 4-1 in the second set. That is what Toucannon can do. I'm glad we believe in this little thing. Man, I mean, once we started to figure out how to play Toucannon, it worked out pretty well. It's a very fun Pokemon. It can be a little bit hard to play around because of how squishy it is, but with the damage that you can do with Beak Blast and how consistent it can be with Peck and Drill Peck, I feel like this Pokemon is a lot of fun to use. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.